Okay, so Tim 2. Yeah. So things kind of have gone on since session 18. So, uh, first off, my drive failed. I was storing the session on it, and it failed. I don't know why. It seems like video files are just like, uh, probably better to, you know, not have be on external drives, because like I swear they make it to where like the drives fail so fast. Like all the drives that have failed have, yeah, like I've had all the drives that essentially stored videos fail. Usually, if I've had them store more videos or basically nothing but videos, they've usually failed like seemingly faster. Actually, I don't know what it is about that file type, but yeah, like it just doesn't want to work. Anyway, so session 18 is the last time and we have of and yeah, they figured out everything about the dragon. Just to kind of recap it a little bit. At least if it's been a while. If you're watching it through the playlist, skip ahead like about 2 minutes. But yeah, they figured out the dragon did not do CPK. Wretched kind of persuades them to kill the dragon. And yeah, the law book obviously has a weird symbol in his statement. Uh, Now, I'd like to point out that that is a reference to casually, yeah, like I might upload this on the 23rd and then the session on the 24th. Because there's there's one thing that is stated in 10.5. Uh, no, not 10.5. It'll be 12.5. But yeah, in 12.5, there's something related to that. Uh, that will come up later, much like that. That is actually a reference to the 12.5 thing. But yeah, anyway. Moving on. So, yeah, this is now into session 19, where, yeah, Wretched casually has pissed it off. The party has pissed off. Wretched manages to murder the party, because we had confusion in this session, and I do apologize at the end 18 because I voiced an issue with roll 20, and it was kind of like saying it out loud, asking why the frick is it glitching out and setting an HP to negative when it shouldn't be negative. So they took that as like Chell was down and they came back up when that is actually not the case. We did actually take a bit of time after that, and I did kind of like show my screen saying like, yeah, no, I have the recording. That's why I record, to go and have visual evidence, or video evidence. Like, yeah, no, this happened. This is the case. Like, I, I am sorry if it's confusion, if it's confusing, but like that's kind of how it was. Like, I apologize, guys. So yeah. Uh, Anyway, moving on. They quickly take down Shell. That's fine. And I forget what happened with some of the other two, but I know that Yaturia and like I think Lucas actually passes the check. Uh, no, I think Yaturia. I think he fails it. Goes and attacks Yaturia. Then Yaturia goes over to where the dragon is, gets KO'd. Uh, Lucas's character goes and says what brings up about the dragon's psionic abilities, because that is the thing with all gym dragons. And it's all gym dragons in their lair do have a ability to where they have where they can force you to do a wisdom save. If you fail it, they do decide your next action. They can only do it once every 2 turns at initiative 20. However, they can get you to do it. They can get you to believe certain things. Essentially, it's just after a bit, it's like, wait a minute, why was I like that? I think I might have been influenced, guys. I think there's a Dream Dragon. Like that. That is literally a valid thought. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. After Lucas and Uteria have gotten KO'd, Uh, Wretched is blinded. The dragon succeeds to go and get Wretched to want to murder Joker's character. Wretched has like 2 to 3 bombs, essentially. Uh, essentially, I forget how much he had. I think it was like 4 at the time, and I think he used one to explode a computer, and then he used one here. So I want to say he has 3 left at this point. But obviously, I'm not gonna say whether or not he's kind of used more sense or if had anything else happen. But yeah, he has 3 bombs or so at this point. He uses another bomb to go and get down to that here, and he KOs Joker. He KOs Joker with a bomb. Somehow, despite being literally in the center of the blast, he is perfectly fine. Joker gets KO'd, I think from full health, actually, funny enough. Wretched is up and perfectly fine. Then, what happens is essentially the dragon is the dragon of its word. It rewards Wretched. It never said that it wouldn't murder Wretched. Bull shows up and then KOs Wretched with the ball of emotional damage. Bull, upon not having any issue with the dragon, so it's like the dragon just looks over and says, "I'll reward you because I was going to do that myself. You just saved me the trouble. Thank you." So yeah, Bull gets the gem. Unfortunately, actually, yeah, I don't mind saying this because I'm gonna say it anyway later. But yeah, this is the only gem that Ball's character gets. Like the character Ball only gets this gem. The party gets the other, essentially. Cause yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, moving on. Essentially, Ball goes and gets everybody revived in Merkwell because I assume she probably stood up to the dragon to kind of like get her friends out of there. She, I assume, says that they're pissed, and also talks about like gym dragons, such as like there's a sapphire dragon in Yarosford that she needs crystal from the lair. Uh, I forget whether it's Ball herself or if it's the phone with Ball that actually says that gym dragons usually have the test sorts, where it's like, oh hey, like, despite being almost dead, are you willing to still stand up to a dragon? Are you going to run away from it? Will you go and essentially offer knowledge, offer wealth to a dragon, and in exchange for kind of like information or other things that it might have? After this, as in Darsbury, the Chuck E. Cheese there has literally everybody quit. They, upon hearing that, are like, "Oh, Chuck E. Cheese is having issues there. We're going there. Who cares about the fact that we're not wanted there? We're going back there." And so they return there, finding the town wants nothing to do with them. Arya is kind of like still the informant, so she's really the only one they're able to talk to besides, you know, the person that actually runs their store there. And Arya basically says like, "Yeah, you know that 10-punch challenge? Do it. If you want to go and learn how to appease the dragon, and do the challenge and succeed. That's the only way." Now, I do believe that I did say to Chell that like by technicality, there was nothing saying he could not rage. So in theory, he could have raged, and as long as the effect was not a negative thing, or was not like, "Hi, you do damage to anybody that attacks you," it totally would have been within the challenge. It would have been fine. And he decided to not rage. Fair enough. it's not really in the spirit of the challenge. However, it is something that was theoretically open. I did offer it. I did offer that hint. He just chose to kind of honor the spirit of the rules and decided to not go in rage during it. Uh, Session 20 is kind of a little bit shorter of session. They kind of casually just appease it. So like basically, the random NPC that is like the I think mouse that I think it was like a knoll or something that they when it made to be like a dwarf or whatever. I forget how it is. Like if you want to know about what they did, just freaking watch like session 11. Like that's literally no. If you want to know about what happened with that, just go back and watch episode 10. Like the session 10 is literally where all that goes on. I'm not. I don't remember. I do not care. I just know that that NPC that they made their mascot has 20% of the company. They gave the Amethyst Dragon here 20% as well. How Richard got 15%, or how Richard got 20% to give 5% to the dragon, I don't know. Apparently they did. I don't remember when that happened. It just happened. Apparently he has it. So cool. Uh, Joker, Chell, and Lucas also had 15%. In the Discord, we have a role for the cult. That's kind of what that refers to. Um, Now session 21. Yeah. Uh, it was interesting. Hold on, let me go and move. Let me move over to the map. So, here I actually have some gummy bears. Yay! Wretched, not knowing or suspecting anything on it, tries to eat a gummy bear. The gummy bear then punches him into a wall. Now we allude to this later, but yeah, MA essentially is a psychopath. He can be whatever he wants. So if he wants to look like a priest, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be surprised. It sounds like this guy. A lot of things kind of sound like this guy essentially. It's like, basically if something goes on, it's like the immediate thing with most people that know about him is just like, was it MA? Did MA go and do this weird thing? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Figures. It was not really that surprising. Okay, moving on. Like that's literally how it is. So they just all are like, yeah, we suspect this as him. No need to be worried about it. But yeah, he messes with the party as they rest in an inn. That is stated to have higher survival for the Sapphire Dragon. Essentially. So, yeah. It's stated to be survival. He basically just kind of like gets everybody out because he warns the innkeeper because he knows things, and the innkeeper kind of stops the other stuff, but he tells basically like everybody there, yeah, uh, basically, yeah, hey, the the other bath, for tonight only is mixed bathing. Go do it. Feel free to go over there. And basically, every male over there is like, are you actually serious? So they all head out of the bath and basically are like they notice that Sophia's not there, so they probably are about to go and bang on the door, essentially to confirm with Sophia, nothing else. Sophia just goes and knocks them all unconscious. He just is like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell Sophia this. I don't care if it's true. I don't care if they actually have the intent to do that. I'm just gonna tell them that. That way, they get out of here. I want specifically these few people that I did not go and tell that to. So yeah. Chell, Lucas, and yeah, Chell, Lucas, Wretched, and Joker are all in the bath. As Wretched dies to a water beast. Is So the reason why I call it a water beast is essentially there is a beast over here. Let me show about what the party was seeing. So this is the showcase of what they're seeing. So like I said, it's a water beast. Does it take the look of a Leviathan? Yes. Yes, it looks very much like a Leviathan. But that said, it is not a Leviathan. I use the stats of a Leviathan. So if you take a look at the Leviathan sheet, it was indeed using everything. Um, uh, However, it had infinite AC. Uh, Actually, no, I guess it did technically have infinite AC, because they still hit it. I think I had it just be like everything kind of like hit it, basically, because he just wanted to mess with them specifically. So it's like, yeah, sure, hi, let's just have everything hit. Why not? Uh, and basically, like, whatever anything hit it, it exploded and then reformed immediately. So Lux's hits with the law book basically smashed it, exploded, reformed. He smashed it again, exploded, and reformed. And for every attack that he did, did that. Joker at one point, after Chell was assumed swallowed because Chell had to go, so I just had the Leviathan come down and basically swallow him as he got scanned out, basically to kind of like do a little bit of interest. And then Joker casually cut it. And so, one became two. Oh. And basically, soon after that, like, uh, they go and start going, you know, not attacking anything. Essentially, I think not doing anything as MA is just like, as they go just ask MA at some point, it's like, are you doing something? It's like, yeah, I totally am. I was just saying how long it would take you to do it, to notice. Like, he was just literally messing with them the entire time. Um, so, yeah. I make Wretched a new character. Hi. He wanted to not say anything. And then he decided to send me a bunch of things. And then also go and say, like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm not going to tell you, like, anything that you've been wanting to know about this character that would be very much useful for you to know about. So, hi. I got annoyed, and yeah. If you have the annoyed DM casually making your character, it's not going to go well. It's not going to go well if you have the annoyed DM making your character. So, hi. It did go well for him. He, upon seeing that, yeah, he revives himself because MA did send him the money for session 21. So he is able to be revived. He has the penalty, though. He has a -4 penalty on all checks. The Sapphire Wyrmling that they go in with actually keeps attacking. And after a few rounds, it casually just, stops attacking because, like, wait, you guys not attacking me? You guys don't want me dead? What? This is not how I'm used to things. Are you guys sure you're adventurers? Are you sure that you guys do things here? If you guys are here and are in the right place, it's essentially the party reasons with the dragons, and eventually they are left with the unguarded horde and no dragons in sight. That is an important thing. Session 23, where we get the Sapphire Gym, like I mentioned. So, Wretched goes onto the Horde, and unbeknownst to Wretched at the time, it is indeed a mimic. Specifically, a Horde mimic. Now, one thing that is interesting about a Horde mimic, unlike a regular mimic, a Horde mimic has enough intelligence to speak. Uh, what languages does it speak? I forget. I know it speaks Common. I forget what the other language. I know that it speaks two. Okay, I'm actually incorrect. It speaks three. So the other two languages is first Draconic, which makes sense because it's actually it actually goes and is more for dragons. Actually, let me think. I think it's more for Sapphire Dragons, funny enough. Which I actually use it with Sapphire Dragon. Okay, I stand corrected. It's actually just any dragon. I forget where I get this from. I think it's been funny enough. I don't see it. See a notice, but like I assume it's Fizzband. Most things that are very interesting to me are probably from Fizzband. I'll be real. Either that or more kinds of monsters in the multiverse. One of the two. But yeah. Anyway, when he goes under the Lord, it says food. Wretched tries to reason, but the Horde only calls Wretched food. Because something interesting to note about the Horde mimic is it was told anybody that gets onto the Horde is food. So if he stopped touching the Horde, like if he literally went off of the Horde mimic would not attack. It was perfectly fine to not attack Wretched. It wanted to defend the Horde specifically. The most Horde mimics, as they were working with the dragon, probably want the Horde protected. They don't care too much about anything else. They just want to protect the Horde. And so there it is. As I left out a bunch in session 23 apparently, because like in session 23, a Wretched after that goes into a corner. The dragon casually comes down behind him because I assume he's like just casually staring off into the corner as everybody else is like, "Where is this dragon?" Insert dragon opens up hole in behind Wretched or under Wretched. He falls down 30 feet. Okay, because yes, Sapphire Dragon can touch a point and open or close a 30-foot passage of stone. So, by technicality, I didn't do it, but if it wanted to, it could go and, have closed that hole right then and there to suffocate Wretched. Like I said, I don't do that. That's a little bit mean, that's a little bit rude, especially when, I have it there. So I'm gonna just casually rework it to where like it has to at least have the opening for like I would say probably that the opening has to last for like at least 24 hours. It has to be at least 24 hours passing before it can be closed again. That way it makes sense that why like somebody that pisses off a Sapphire Dragon doesn't just have a hole open underneath them and then go and get, suffocated. Like, hi. Now, they go and try to reason with it. They figure out the spider is the actual dragon. The dragon just casually goes and uses spiders typically because, like, the main reason for that is there's spiders all over the layer, so like it's very easy to just blend in with the spiders on like the ceiling and stuff. If it's like a spider itself, because it can transform into any like medium or small creature. That is something that is indeed possible. So yeah. Uh, uh, they go and do a bunch of things. At a certain point, Joker is casually annoying the dragon, so it just casts levitate on him. At a certain point, they all just jump into the hole. So it just uh, the dragon sends and Joker into the hole as well. After asking, "Why the frick did you all jump into the hole?" It's like, so it's easier for you to murder us. Okay. What even did you guys need? They basically just say for the money that they got from Lilith, basically they to actually like do it essentially. Yeah, yeah. Um, it the rest of that money got used, so really it didn't matter. It really doesn't matter about what it is essentially. Like they all just they all just casually like don't have anything. Like it, like they just, like it doesn't matter about how much was left. It just casually gets used. The Sapphire Gym is gotten. Now for the final session. Um, so session 25, I actually do have that. But like it's on its own thing. Luckily, I'll probably upload it soon. Essentially, I don't know about when it is, but yeah, like I have a bunch of things that I need to. I figured out where the uh actual like drive power is. Cause yeah, I have a drive that I was trying to plug it in last night. I remembered after that it's like, oh yeah, I don't know where the power thing went off to. I have now found it, so I'll probably go and get it uploaded soon. But yeah, well if it's not uploaded, it will be uploaded soon. So session 24, yeah, uh, Cho was not feeling Kriv at this point. So he decides to switch characters to Answer Name. Uh, and Answer Name is a church police officer. So he alerts other people to this. Now, we've mostly ignored this, I'll be real. But yeah, the party has proceeded to chase a mercenary. Sorry, a missionary. And basically, that missionary tried to withdraw 200 gold from the church, or from the church bank account. It should have been in there. It wasn't. And so, yeah, the party was trying to figure out like what went on with it, and they hyper focused the missionary. Uh, whether that's accurate, so whether that's correct, whether that's incorrect, who knows? Essentially, but yeah, it is what it is. So that's mainly what happened between like now and the other sessions. So I'll probably have a bit of D&D stuff done on as like the first few things essentially. Um, the only reason why I'm doing that is so that everybody can get caught up, basically, and I can just casually have everything done. There will be more streams casually uploaded here soon, but like or rather done in like next few days. But I just wanted to go and get the D&D stuff out of the way. That way, like I didn't have to worry about like what got stated now, what got stated other points, and when other things needed to be casually watched and stated. But yeah, if you're watching this and if you saw this before the other stuff, like yeah, assume that the privated things are all just sessions and they're in the proper order. But yeah, that's its own thing. Hopefully y'all enjoyed seeing or listening to like 19 to 24 because until I go and get the stuff to repair the drive, this is unfortunately the best I can go and do. This is closest. I can't do much better.